Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca. Girl, I hope y'all can hear me. It's hot in here. I had to turn my fan on. I said, let me go on and get up and make it do what it do right about now on this have and have nots. I was happy that it was back. Were y'all? I was extremely happy that it was back. Now, according to the guide, this is season 7, episode 1. Are you happy? Child, we opened back up at the Crier house. You remember why he came out, made the announcement that his parents was dead, and they shot him, child, with the little pellet gun? Because he ain't dead, y'all. He ain't dead. He knocked the little unconscious, but that didn't stop him from cuffing and stuffing his ass in that vehicle, okay? Then you got police going inside to check, because remember, he said his parents are dead, right? So his parents go in, the police go in there. George is at the cop car trying to talk to him, find out what happened. He asking for an ambulance because probably I think his shoulder may be dislocated from when he was shooting that rifle. It probably, the kickback from that rifle has caused his shoulder to become dislocated. So I think that was probably what his issue probably is. He ain't thinking about all of that. George want to know what had happened. That's what he want to know. He want to know what had happened. Child, he finally says that his parents are dead, and then starts screaming out, talking about, who got the last laugh, bitch ass? That's a junkie hoe if I ever seen one. Just a junkie hoe. Okay. Anyway, inside, police canvassing the parameters or whatnot. They canvassing the place and whatnot. And you hear them go room to room talking about clear. Then they make it to one room downstairs, and you hear them say, "We got a body." Child, they calling for assistance. Then they go upstairs. They checking around. At first, you don't see nothing. Then they enter Catherine's bedroom, and then into her bathroom area where she partly submerged in her tub with a gunshot wound to her as well. Now, we're going to pause that for a minute. Let's go over to Veronica house, child, because y'all know we ended off with her doing one hell of a having one hell of a gunfight. At least she paid for these guys to go over here and shoot up the place where David and Jeffrey was at, David's house, right? Child, she gets home, she just as happy as hell. She in there rehearsing, talking about what I was gonna do without my family. What I was gonna do without my family. Just giggling and shit. Now, she says, as she takes a drink, "You won't ever try to kill me again." But remember, that phone was ringing. Child, she answered it, and it was old boy. Y'all drop it down in the panic what old boy name is that she hired to do this hit on David and her son. Let put it in the panic. I don't remember. But he basically telling her, Veronica, they was prepared for us, child. They was ready. They was locked and loaded. And 2 people are dead as a result of this. Veronica want to know, why is you bothering me? I don't care nothing about that. You know Veronica hardly. She don't care about none of that. Her boy said, He said, I need you to get down here to this hospital. She said, for what? He said, look, don't make me remind you of why you had to get me off and why I went to prison in the first place. And he hung up the phone in her face. When he hung up that phone, Miss Billy Badass wasn't so bad because she got up and went out that door to go check on him, despite her little reads about them, right? It was just a mess, honey. Then, Jeffrey. Jeffrey and that doggone David. Baby, only in Tyler Perry land can about 10 dudes strapped to the teeth kick in your front door and shoot up the place with only you and your son with ammunition on you to last probably a couple of rounds at best. Only in Tyler Perry land can those 2 men come out as victors in the shootout between the dudes Veronica hired and them 2 there. Tyler called me. But I'm here for it, bitch, because I ain't want to see neither one of that child. So basically what happens is, you know, Jeffrey is told by David, go and call the police, get some help out here. But see, David got it on his mind. He want what I like to call street justice to take place in this time. He ain't for all of that calling the police and dealing with Veronica. He want to deal with Veronica street style. Because if we let her walk away with this, you can rest assured she's going to try this yet again. Jeffrey, on the other end, is saying no. He begging him not to. He called the police. Let the police handle it. David said, boy, that is your mama. She just tried to kill you. And she ain't feeling no remorse, I can assure you right now. Yeah, Dad, I know, but we've got to stop her. And the best way to stop her is to let the law handle it. David said the police ain't going to be able to contain her because he already know what kind of crafty witch he married to. But because his son is begging, he going to go on and talk to the police about this situation. But see, David ain't here for it. David's so on 10 right about now. Baby, he was so mad. Jeffrey had asked one of the dudes that was laying down on the floor after the shootout, if he was dead. David shot the man again just to make sure he was. Baby, David ready to go to war, and I'm here for it. I don't know what kind of mess that Jeffrey got going on in his mind, because, baby, your mama done had you beat up and everything else. Now she just tried to take you out the world. And you still want to have some sympathy for this woman and think that she can't get above the law. Now, in real life, no, she wouldn't be above the law. But this is Tyler Perry land. She above the law. And Hannah's, Candace is listening to Charles basically throw her and their relationship under the bus. He doing what he got to do in order to secure his presidency, right? He claimed he didn't know anything about Candace being an escort or an extortionist. It was news to him, and he is deeply apologetic to the American people. Hannah come in that room and see she in there doing that, listening to that. She don't want her to do it. She said it won't help you grow, baby. Hannah done got a haircut, baby, old nasty curly fro. I liked it. She looked nice. She looked real nice. Did y'all see it? I liked Hannah's little new haircut. I liked it. It didn't look slavish or nothing. You know, Hannah tend to get a little slavish on her sometimes. But she was on point today. I liked it. Now, Candace and Hannah talking, Charlie, was nice to see mama and daughter bonding. She trying to uplift Candace. Candace doesn't understand surviving, which is what her mama and most Americans do today, opposed to her laying on her back and scheming and blackmailing and you know, extorting people out their monies and all that stuff. She don't know how I'm supposed to transition. How you get used to this? Hannah said, girl, first of all, I do have a job. And then, everything I want, God provides for me, Candace. Just even seeing you go down this road right here is a testament to God answering my prayers. She said, it's doable, honey. It's doable. Lots of people do that. They get up every day and they go to a 9 to 5. And they live within their means. And when they can, if they want something extravagant, they usually save up for it. It don't just fall in your lap, girl. You see how when things fall in your lap, how easily it'll fall right back out your lap again. Once you think that you got it, you ain't got nothing, girl. You back down to zero. Anyway, Candace said, well, I could definitely, because Hannah said, I ain't never needed no mansion. I ain't never not needed no mansion, baby. I ain't never need one. Candace said, I could tell I ain't like you. I wonder if I get this, whatever it is in my genes that makes me want to make the wrong decisions and make the wrong moves. You think Derek might possibly be the person that I need to talk to about that? Hannah said, Candace, I don't know. She said, but I can tell you this. I have no desire to ever talk to that man again. But he is your father. So if you want to talk to him, I totally understand. She even told her, I'm going to give you the phone number because I don't want you to have to look him up, girl. I'm going to give you the phone number so you can get this man on the Highland Gleam. Charles not happy about what he had to do. But Oliver, his associate, is saying that the public is feeling sympathetic for him. Charles wanted to know, but what are they saying about Candace? Oliver say, it don't really matter. Just know that you're coming out squeaky clean. So he knows that they dragging Candace in them social media streets. Okay? When Oliver left out the room, I guess he was supposed to be leaving for the night. We see Charles very tempted to call Candace. He pulls out his phone, but he tells himself, don't call her. As Oliver is going outside the door, Landon arrives wanting to see Charles. Oliver said Charles does not want to see you. In fact, he told me to fire you. Oliver said Charles wanted him fired because he couldn't kill that story on Candace. He feel like you got something to do with that. Landon insists that Oliver go ask Charles will he take a visit from him, because he want to explain some things and he didn't have nothing to do with that situation. So why did Landon read that man about his mullet hairstyle? I told him, man, you need to get a haircut. You can't be going up into the White House like that. I said, leave it to one of them to notice something like that. Boy, I tell you, women and gays, baby, we done critiqued you in the first 30 seconds. Okay, you don't stand a chance, okay? Then Oliver goes in and tells Charles Landon is outside wanting to talk to him, right? Charles want to know why is he here and how he got past security, how he got past Secret Service. Oliver has to admit, I ain't quite tell everybody on the team that, that he was fired. So I take responsibility for that. Charles say, go on, let him on up in here. Let me talk to him. Let me holler at him for a while. We gonna have a woman to woman, but a man to man, okay? Landon comes in. Child, they just as nice. How you doing? Where you been? I was out of town. I was on a family issue. Oh, everything all right? Yeah. Thanks for asking. Oh, okay. Well, let me get you a drink. Oh, that's okay, Mr. President. I'll do it for you. He said, no, I got it. I'm going to fix it for you. Landis goes into telling, look, I didn't have anything to do with this situation with Candace and what happened. Charles said, okay. So if I was to go and investigate, I won't find your fingerprints on nothing leading to what has happened. I ain't had nothing to do with it. Charles said, okay. Landon said, but you fired me. He said, yeah, I did. Then he went to untying the shoes. He said, I'm doing for you what you was trying to do for me. He said, now that Candace is out the way, maybe I'm lonely. I think I can trust you. Basically what Charles was saying is, I feel like you had something to do with this story and Candace's life coming to the public, because you told somebody on the staff that you were in love with me, and you basically saw Candace as opposition. And what's better way to get rid of your opposition than to force it by exposing who she really is to the public, knowing this man just won the presidency. Landon said he didn't do it. He didn't have nothing to do with it. By the time the Attorney General called him in, they already had all the information. Charles said, you didn't deny it? Landon said, I couldn't deny it. Charles said, so, you still fired. So angry, Landon leaves out and goes back outside to where Oliver is at. He threatening Oliver, you better help me get my job back or I'm going to destroy your career. Ain't nothing them rich parents of yours going to be able to do to save you from this here licking. Baby, Oliver was smirking at him and told him basically, bitch, be gone. Oliver said, you treated me like trash, so I'm happy to see you revel in this mess. So now get gone. I'll call you, girl. Child, I was hollering. Now down to the hospital, you got Madison and Keisha at the nurse's station, and that old crazy Justin is steady buzzing the station. Madison, it's his turn to go in there, but he just don't want to go. But Keisha tell him that's your duty to go and check on his booty. Okay, go check on him. So he go in there, and Justin in there begging for drugs. Madison said, the doctor just gave you some painkillers 2 hours ago, but I need more. I can't give you more drugs. Maybe I should let your doctor know that you have an issue with drugs. No, please don't do that. Just give me enough. I even offered him about $1,100, $1,500 to give him some extra pills, just enough where he can take and he can end his life. Madison said, hell to the no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. So he ends up telling him no, and he goes to leave, and Madison apologizing, but Justin was apologizing, but Madison over. He leaves him begging, leave his begging book right in his bed to wallow in his own misery. He goes back to the nurse's station and he telling Keisha, we need to get a psychic eval. He talking about pills, wanting to take his life. Keisha says she can understand that, even though she know what he's done, and he's not perfect by no stretch of the imagination. Is he perfect? But he's still a human being, and she feel like he deserves some kind of sympathy. Madison say, I feel sympathy too. Besides, it's my job. I'm a nurse. And then he was on the phone finna call up for a psychic valve for him, because he did tell him that he wanted to kill himself. So that's part of his job. As he doing that, Veronica comes up to the damn nurse's station. And baby, of course, she's being nasty, talking about, look what affirmative action has done. 2 girls at the front desk. 1 black, 1 white, both girls. Child, old boy that told her to get her butt down there, he comes up and sashays her butt on the way from there. Madison say he can't stand her, he hate her. Old boy said, look here. He telling her about these 2 dudes that got killed in this little shootout that they got into with David and Jeffrey. And he's saying, look here, these people got families. The least you can do is offer to pay for the families. Veronica don't feel like she owes them nothing. So what? 2 less Negroes in the world that we got to worry about is how she felt about it. But then the evil wheel in her head was a ticking. And she told old boy, come with me right quick. They end up going into Justin's room. Justin immediately was panicked, baby. She said doomsday was here. It wasn't near, but it was here. Okay? She said, he finna be your worst nightmare. Old boy was supposed to be gonna do something to him, and he was smiling. So Justin is freaking out just when Madison walks in and tells Veronica, time's up. You got to go. You got to get the hell up out of here. I can't tell you got to go home, girl, but you got to get the hell up out of here. He was insisting that she go. So she ends up getting ready to leave. But tell Justin, oh, I'll be back. And then on her way out the door, she gave Madison a card for one of her friends who do excellent bow tie. I said, this bitch here, I can't stand her, but I love her, girl. I can't stand her, but I love her. Now, Benny in the bed looking like a big old sexy piece of caramel laying up in there like that. Now, he was like, he might have been a payday bar or something like that. But anyway, y'all know I don't see it for Benny. He's sexy and all that, but that's a big old mall, and ain't nobody shopping up in there, so I can't, baby. Anyway, he laying in that bed sleeping. Mitch called, want to go out for the night, get a few drinks. So Benny decided, all right, I'll get on up. He said, ask Candace if she want to go, if she's still up. He said, I don't think she will, but I'll ask her. So, Veronica getting ready to leave the hospital. Let's ship back on over there. And she runs into the janitor. Who is the janitor, family? Who we been asking for? Who we been inquiring about? Baby, Celine is a janitor down to the hospital on the graveyard shift. Tonight was the return of Celine, girl. We seen Celine. Veronica say, girl, what is you doing down here working the graveyard shift when you got 2 gold mines in your house? She was like, what are you talking about? She said, girl, Jim cry your kids. She said, girl, I can help you, honey. I can get you off the night shift. I can help you out. All you got to do is holler at me. Celine don't want no parts of it. She said she just want to be away from them people and to be left alone. She don't want no parts of it. But Veronica told her, girl, come by my house. I can hook you up. You ain't got to be doing these mopping of the floors. But since you doing it right now, go on catch that spot you missed right there. But you ain't got to mop for much longer. All you got to do is come by my house. Benny finds Candace up and he tell her, I'm finna head out for a little while with old Mitch and whatnot, okay? He even offered for you to come as well. Candace said, I don't want to go because everybody know my face and I just ain't trying to deal. Benny said, but you fully clothed in your shoes right there. He said, look, I'm not trying to tell you nothing different, girl. If your mind done changed and you want to run off with that 8 mil, so be it. Go on and do what you do. She said, no, I'm not trying to do that. He said, Candace, I'm telling you, keep the money and leave and get you a fresh start. She don't want to do it. But then they take a notice at the news and they turn it up. Child, the news has got breaking news on it that there has been a double shooting at the Crier's house, baby, and it don't look good. So they like, what in the hell? And you see, whatever they say on that news, Benny gonna be like, that's what he get. Now you know what that mean, girl. You can keep them meals, baby. You can keep them meals. But we going to see what's going to play out next week on the next episode of this. I was glad it was back. I know that it take a lot sometimes because Tyler really do be stretching their imagination. But I loves me some Tyler Perry. And not for nothing, I like the storylines. I really do. I gets me a Kiki and a Cat sometime off of this stuff. But that was it. That was all. That brings us to the end of the review. In closing, as always, before I do the closing, you guys know that if you are wanting to share or show support to VS through her Cash App in her time of need, you know, to take care of whatever it is that she needs to take care of or needs to be taken care of for her children, please drop it in the Cash App. Cash App $VSTSCC. I will link that in the pinned comments if you would like to do it via PayPal. We have a PayPal me link that I will put in the put in the pinned comments as well. I'm not asking y'all to do nothing you don't want to do. If it's in your heart to give, give. If you want to give and you simply cannot, say a prayer for the girl. And if you just feel like this is her karma, this is what she getting, you don't want to do nothing for her, then that's fine to keep that shit to yourself and keep it pushing, girl. But that's it. That's all. Remember, in closing, as always, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on the YT streets. Comment down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this opening episode of the new season of the Have and Have Nots. Do y'all think it's going to really heat up for us some? What you think going to happen with Wyatt? I just want to know what you guys think about this episode. And I think I might I'm going to check out. Somebody said Family and Finance, Fiance or something like that. I'm going to check it out. I hear it come on Saturday. I'm going to look at it Saturday. I saw it came on tonight, but I had to get this done. So I'm going to check it out, and if it's something I can get jiggy with, I will. But I just couldn't bring myself with the views I was getting on Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm just going to be a silent supporter of the show and render my support to my colleagues down here who doing the damn thing with those reviews. So maybe my ship has sailed. Maybe I'm not enthusiastic enough, which I'm not. So I'm not going to turf that. But I'm going to get into that family and versus fiance and see what they give my spirit. And if my spirit is intrigued, we going to do it. Now, if you ain't subscribed to this channel or my backup channel, Lady Nyca Live, please subscribe to both channels today. Also, tap your notification bell button and set them to all so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from this channel, you guys will be notified and you can come over and join in the conversation. Child, have a great remainder to your Tuesday. I hope your Wednesday is filled with nothing but positivity and happiness. I'll see you guys on the next upload. Oh yeah, this is for the people that say I don't never come on camera. Booyah.